Hello, my name is Muhammad Shahir, and today I would like to present and tell about fake news. Here is where our presentation begins. So, before we move on, you must know what is a fake news. So, it can be a different meaning to a different person. So, for generally, fake news is a lies. It's a false story. It's a misinformation. It is something that no verifiable facts, for example, lies. You're telling lies to the person, to the internet, to the media social that this happened, but at the end, what you're telling is a liar. It is that thing that happened, not this thing that happened. And then a false story, you're telling them about, story that not happen from the actual stories. And then misinformation is, which is you telling them a very important information. For example, due date for a certain assignment, like the assignment are supposedly to submit by this week, and then you tell them that next week are the due date for the assignment, so it is fake news for them. And then no verifiable facts, which is fact that not being authorized or not being authored by others, by the research persons. Okay, that is what a fake news is. So, how bad is fake news? I will take one. First, create confusion and misunderstanding. When you spread the fake news through the media social, through the internet, through all your connection, people will confuse with the truth. When you say, okay, first you say A is a good thing, but people will say B is a good thing. So there is some news that make confusion, which is it true that A is good from B? When you tell the fake news on certain products, for example, product A and product B, so people will have confusion and misunderstanding about the truth that you are telling. Secondly, it can be harmful to your health, which mean when you sick or you get illness, you want to find solution for that. And then first of all, first thing first, you will go to the internet, and then you will search your illness. And then if you read the news from, it is fake news, which is no verifiable fact about that news, and then you read about that and then you believe, and then it's dangerous to your health. You will have overthinking about your illness and sickness. So for example, medical treatment, for example, when you're drinking a lemongrass, you can prevent from that certain illness from coming to you. Like, it can be truth, but we need some facts that verify that are verified to that fact. So is it true that you're telling, or is it a false? Is it a fake news? So number 3 is harder to see the truth. When you spread the fake news everywhere, people will have different perspective and conclusion. So it's hard for us to see whether is it true about this one, is it true about that one, and then is it true about the rest of it. And then still important information, for example, when you spread the fake news about, oh, if you're filling this Google form, for example, you will the person in charge will give you some advantages, like giving you about money, for example, and then the rest of it. So you believe, and then you spread that fake news, and then hacker will easily steal the important information that you are filled to the form, for example. So next is, you can change people's perspective by spreading fake news. So what I can see here is, people will have much perspective on person or things that you are tell. If you're telling them the truth, then it's okay. If you tell them a fake news, a fake truth, so people will have quite negative, maybe a positive. Positive is a good perspective. If a person have a bad perspective on certain things, for example, for people, for a product, for a news, for the the rest of it, it can easily change the people perspective on things, how it works. So next is, you can put other people in danger. What means by that? I mean by that, which is when you fill a Google form, for example, to put some details, and then people, and then you just simply add random address or a random phone number, people will, people, it's hard for people to trace your absence, when you spread and you randomly choose using the random phone number, when the things, when people with bad intention, you can just use the number phone that you are giving, a fake one. So a person, or so a real person that have that number will be asking, when did I do this, when did I do that, and then it can lead to the danger to themselves and can trigger their security and their self. So that's how bad is a fake news. So how to overcome fake news? There are some ways to overcome it. So first is diversity of people and perspective. So you can, you cannot simply trust one person. You must ask others about that thing. When you search, when you heard some news, you must first ask anybody around that, anybody who heard that news, and then what you think about that, what you think about this, diverse the people and perspective as well. Second, be skeptical. You must be in details. What is it true, this news like that? Is it true, this news like this? Be skeptical. And then the last but not least, what you can do is do a deep research for, what the news that you heard. For example, for the medical treatment, and you have to do a lot of research, and then if you still not sure about that, you can go to the specialist and doctor. But when you do the research, you cannot 100% trust that issues or ideas or thing. You must first do a research, and then the research that you get, you can ask the specialist or doctor about the medical treatment. So it is a better way rather than just trust news. It can be a fake news, but if it is it true, and then it's a good thing for you. If it is a fake news, and then you doesn't go to doctors and specialists, it can be very, very, very harmful to your body. So I think that's it for me. Thank you.